All right, welcome to another episode. It is Monday, March 23rd. The days are getting longer. It's funny, over a weekend, you can kind of see it get brighter. So it's a great time to raise your own light in your life, right? And that's what this channel is all about, raising my consciousness, trying to raise anyone's consciousness level that's listening. I think it's so important right now, especially just with all the conflict, the war, the uncertainty. I think that there's a cliche, you have to be uncomfortable to grow. And I think that's more important than ever right now, just with the war and how much uncertainty is out there. You have to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. There's just no way about it. And if there's ever been an urgency to grow and to evolve spiritually, it's right now. It's right now because unfortunately, I think this is just the beginning of a longer conflict, and a conflict that reaches the entire world. I mean, at the end of the day, it's food, energy, water that helps us survive. I think I like to. Lately, I've been throwing in like trash or waste management in there as well, just because we have to organize our society to manage all the waste we produce instead of just sweeping it under the rug, and we got to protect our environment. But that's a whole other conversation. I mean, the main point is that energy is a key factor in our economy, and just with the war right now, what's going on? It's happening at a very key and strategic area of the world that produces and transports a lot of energy, and so that's going to have a ripple effect throughout the entire economy. Because a lot of products are made through petroleum, and petroleum is used to transport a lot of products. So even the products that are not made with petroleum are used to get those products onto the shelves and to be consumed by all of us. And so, yeah, it's I think more than ever, I think an urgency needs to be made to evolve spiritually, to raise our consciousness level. I don't want to be a doom and gloom person. I'm not gonna. Obviously, I think you should prepare your household for anything, but I don't want to be one to you know, just talk about panic and, getting 3 months food ration and water ready to go and all that. I mean, hey, that for those that do that, that might save your life for sure. I just hope that society wakes up before anything like that definitely happens, because we have the technology, the know-how, the awareness of the dangers and catastrophes that could hit our planet, both man-made and geological and existential, and we're just not doing a good job preparing for those types of. I wouldn't say possibilities. I would say eventualities, because yeah, they're possible, but over a period of time, they become inevitable, and we're not doing anything to really prepare for those inevitabilities. Sorry, my speech today is not that all that great, but I thank you for sticking with me. And I think more than ever, we got to raise our consciousness. And what does that mean? That means raising our emotions, living in a higher conscious, higher emotional, vibrational state. We have to be okay in the uncomfortable. We have to be able to stay calm through all these uncertainties so that we can focus and learn and grow and tune out, and with not be so susceptible to the distractions of just the doom and gloom of our society, and the distractions of addictions that may be plaguing your mind, or distractions of entertainment or sport or whatever, that could just stunt your spiritual progress, because we just don't you can't quantify what kind of impact you evolving spiritually can have, what those ripple effects can be, what the butterfly effect can produce when you are your most evolved self, when you are aligned with your highest spiritual self. Because when you act that way, when you're in that type of connection with yourself and the people around you in your environment, it has ripple effects. People feel that kindness, people feel that transparency, that truth, your truth, and it has an impact. I have no doubt that it does, and a downstream impact. People may feel that kindness, and it might change their whole world, might change their trajectory, might help them say no to someone that they should say no to. That's not them. That they know it's not them, but they just didn't have the courage to say no. And for anyone that's lacking power, I think, and if you feel like you lack power in your life, say no more. Say no more. Say no to that drink. Say no to that addiction. Say no to watching that TV show. Say yes to something that you know aligns with who you are. That's easier said than done, especially in the moment. But if you build and practice that type of consistency, where you practice saying no, where you practice focusing on activities that just align with your highest self, those pathways are going to solidify and that foundation will be built. And you'll, I think, eventually start seeing some real change in your life. And I think that's all what anyone wants. They want to improve. People want to improve, but they want to feel like, I want to feel like that I'm contributing to something, that I'm serving, not myself, but serving humanity, serving society, in a positive way, where I'm just not like some parasite, just taking, taking, taking. I want to serve. I think everyone should have at least that urge to serve. And if you don't, then unfortunately, the people and the environment around you failed you. Not to say some people maybe are just born crazy. That should never give you an excuse to be crazy, because I think we all have crazy thoughts. You're never your thoughts. I truly believe that you're not your thoughts. You're your decisions. You are your decisions. You are your actions. What you do with those thoughts. Just because you think bad things doesn't make you a bad person. If you think bad things and choose light and choose love every single time, you're not a bad person. You're a very, very strong person. And that takes practice. That takes good values, solid values. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling on a lot of different tangents. So I hope this message finds you well, and that you stay on that improvement path, that meaningful path that aligns just with who you are. Because I think that's what the meaning of life is to improve, to grow, to leave this planet better than you found it. And that's all I'm trying to do, is improve and grow myself. I fail sometimes, but if I can build consistency and just show up every day and build momentum, I'm doing something. I feel good about where I'm at. So I'll leave that message there. Hopefully it finds you. As always, many blessings, much love out there. Stay courageous. Take care.